Welcome to our Rhythms for March. Now, for those of you who live in other parts of the country, you need to understand we are in the worst part of winter here in the New York City area. This is the part of winter where everything fun, enjoyable, exciting about winter is over, and you think winter should be over too, but it's not. And you think it's March, it's spring, it's gonna warm up, but it doesn't. And this leads to a lot of frustration, and this leads to a lot of hopelessness. And so what I want to do this month as we step into our rhythms is I want to take you to a passage of hope, a passage that we probably don't spend enough time with. Listen to what it says. It says, "Do not let your hearts be troubled." Now, this is Jesus speaking to his followers. He says, "Trust in God, trust also in me. In my Father's house are many rooms. If it were not so, I would have told you." Then he says this, listen, "I'm going there to prepare a place for you. And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come back and take you to be with me, that you may be where I am. You know the way to the place where I'm going." Now, really quickly, let's just look at what he's just said. This is Jesus speaking to his disciples, and he's about to leave them. But he says something powerful. He says, you need to understand, I'm going so that I can prepare a place for you. And then he says, and when I'm done preparing that place, I'm going to come and I'm going to bring you to be with me, which is incredibly encouraging. But then he continues and he says something else. He says, listen to what it says. It says, "You know the way to the place where I'm going," which confuses one of them. And so this is how he responds. Thomas said to him, "Lord, we don't know where you're going, so how can we know the way?" Thomas says, "What do you mean we know the way? Okay, you've come to me with this encouragement that you're going to prepare this place, but I don't know where this place is, and you've told me that you're going to take me to be there with you, but I don't know how to get there." And Jesus continues. Jesus answered, "I'm the way and the truth and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. If you really knew me, you would know my Father as well. From now on, you do know him and have seen him." And in this moment, Jesus says, "No, Thomas, you do know the way. And if you've experienced me, you've experienced the Father. And you may not know exactly what it looks like where I'm going, but you know me, and you know what that means about what I'm preparing for you and what I want for you to be a part of." And in this moment, Jesus speaks incredible hope into the lives of these individuals that are going to engage the brokenness of the world as his body in a powerful and remarkable way. The world is never going to be the same because of those that he's speaking to, and because of how they engage the evil and the brokenness of the world after Jesus has gone to prepare that place for them. But I have to imagine that as they're on that mission, and as they're following Jesus and what he's called them to do, that they often reflected back to this moment. To be able to call themselves back to the reality that, okay, we have a mission, we need to engage that mission, but there is going to be a day, there will be a day when all this will be over. And he is preparing a place for me. And one day, I'm going to be with him in that place. And I don't know exactly what it looks like, but I know who he is, and I know what he's about. I know what it will be like to be in his presence. And this remarkable confidence that Jesus gives them. You know how to get there. You trust me. You follow me. It's the same way that you got here. Trust me. You follow me. And I will not let you down. I will not let you down. As we walk through this month, the reality is that we're constantly bombarded every time we turn around, every time we turn on our phone, with the brokenness, the sickness, the evil of this world. And sometimes it can feel like it's never going to end. Sometimes it can feel like that winter that just won't go away. But Jesus speaks into the lives of all those who would trust him. And he says, no. Don't lose heart. Don't lose heart. I'm preparing a place for you. And I will bring you to be with me. And you know how to get there. My prayer is that this month, these words of Jesus to you would fill your heart with hope. That it would reignite your passion for the mission. But it would fill you with incredible security. That there will be an end to it. And you will be with him. And you know how to get there. Have a great month.